in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the home of the USC Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Purdue Boilermakers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Boilermakers will put total leather and we'll get started. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the USC Trojans offense comes onto the field first today. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows, to have success in this game against this defense, is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunities when those chances come their way.
Well, and I think that's what's good about this offense. There's strength in numbers. It's not just one guy that you can take away. There's several receivers that can make plays. That stresses a defense. Like, find the weakness, go after him. That guy can win. So it'll be a fun individual matchup.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Second down coming up. Looking to fire. He's got his man. Makes the grab. Changing on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. The give to the running back from the shotgun. At the 40, there he goes. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. The Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense lines up at the 41 with a first and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got an open man. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Gives it on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Got some work to do after that last play, 2nd and 13. Off the play fake. Fires to the middle. Finds the big tight end. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. Quarterback keeps it. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. Going to swing it on second down. Trying to bull his way in. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. He'll sneak it. Scores on a sneak.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Boilermakers offense will have its first possession of the game. And this might be a real challenge for this quarterback because that corner, David, can take away an entire half of the field.
Yeah, and that's the bright part of this defense. Like you know out wide exactly what you're getting week in and week out, and it is top flight. Like one of the best in the country at your spot. So interested to see how this passing attack works. while avoiding that guy, because I'm not going after him, Palmer.
Well, I don't think this quarterback has seen a secondary built like this. He definitely hasn't seen a corner with this guy's ability. And so if he is going to try him, he better have really good timing. He better be very accurate. He better not be late throwing out-breaking routes, because this dude will pick him off and take it to the house.
Fires to the big fella. This new Big Ten is balanced and deep, and you're not going to get many mulligans. You're going to need to get off to a quick start.
And it's going to be a physical grind ahead. You look at the schedule for these teams, it's brutal. Each and every week, you're going to get tested. So it's important to get off to a really fast start. They've got to come out, pick everything they did on the practice field this offseason, and let these guys go play.
Yeah, and you got to let it rip, man, because that's always your first goal, right? We talk about conference championships, winning your conference, and then it gets you to where you need to go. So looking forward to getting conference play kicked off in the Big Ten.
Looking to throw on first down. Got his man. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. And the Trojans want to crank the tempo.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Line getting set on second down. Off play action. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. They just keep firing. Caught near the sticks. It's Jordan. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. With the catch, it's Jordan. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass. Makes the grab. Headed to the end zone. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, USC.
And I love the bounce back for this offense. We lost a week ago. Let's put that in the rearview mirror. That game's gone. Let's improve. Let's get better. So far in this first half, they've done just that.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Man, hope they like apples there on that one sideline, because Washington State and UW have gone final. Washington went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Huskies always seem to get everyone's best punch, but today they were the ones who delivered the knockout. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Quickly out to the tight end. At the 45, on his way. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
The Boilermakers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Back to throw, it's Adams. Under fire. Chunked it away just as he was hit. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Caught behind the line. It's Thorne. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understanding they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play, the defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. And a short gain here in the first quarter will come to a close. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. The play action fake. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They really need to find a way to punch back on this drive, already down 14. Gives it on the option. There he goes. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down. On the option. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch.
Great job by the defense, forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
Scanning the field, it's Adams. Pocket breaking down. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. And the Boilermakers will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his big tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They're going to run it. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. Wonder if they'll be conservative on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Fires complete on the crosser. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Caught close to the marker, it's foul. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Would they go for a big play on 1st and 10? Motion from the back. Wants to throw on first down. A strike downfield. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. And the Trojans trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Got it behind the line. It's Cook. Touchdown, Trojan. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Well, this offense needed a touchdown. No doubt that that was the guy the QB was going to be looking for on that play.
Lining up for the PAT. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Penn State delivered the knockout blow, and I think the defense might have been the story here. LeVar Arrington, Shane Conlon, Jack Ham. There's another stud there at linebacker U. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Looking for a man. It's Adams. Flips it out on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. On third down, he drops to throw. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Fires into traffic, picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Southern Cal. The defense gets it done with a huge interception return. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
They think there's room to run to the right here. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Got it in stride inside the 20. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Looking for a man. It's Adams. Pressure coming. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Touchdown, Boilermakers! A great catch and run for 6.
And the defense has to be able to do a better job on the back end, tackling this receiver and keeping him out of the end zone.
Getting set for the point after. The extra point is good, but they're still down 28-7. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Here's the return from inside his 10. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the grab. It's Fowler. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. That's reeled in. It's Jordan. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Second down, they'll go to the air. Quarterback moving. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. The Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the big fella. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. They've got 4 receivers out there, 2 on either side on 2nd and 3. Finds his man. It's Jordan. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. After the missed field goal, hey, could be worse. They're still up by 21. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Los Angeles. And the story of this first half has undeniably been the play of that kid under center. He's in total control of the offense, making the right decisions and reads, not trying to do too much. There's a reason he gets the NIL deals and all the love on social media. That young man is him, and doesn't that opposing team know it? With that said, let's send it back to the guys at the LA Coliseum.
We're just about ready to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They come into this 3rd quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Back to pass, it's Adams. Gets it out quickly. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give on the option. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. The Boilermakers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Out of the gun to give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
Timing has to be so good. When you're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field, the ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late, and as a result, it's an INT.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Makes the grab down the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. Now the play fake. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. Field goal is good. And now the lead is even bigger.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because if the drive stalls out, they're still happy to get the field goal.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass, it's Adams. Quarterback extends the play. Keeps it and gets past the chains. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to
just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
And this defense is just simply not playing around. They've got a big lead, and they're not playing big prevent coverages, bend, don't break. They're just going to let this offense dink and dunk the ball down the field and waste time. Third play of the drive, they get a sack. They're staying aggressive, and they're getting after this quarterback.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Off the bootleg and rolling out. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Finds his big tight end. He won't get there, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Boilermakers will line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. And the Trojans will punt this one away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Looking downfield, it's Adams. Grabbed in the middle, it's Harris. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line against this athletic.
Play it's 2nd and a mile. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
And this defense just continues to dominate the football game. This score is lopsided. It's not looking good. But I know one thing. If you can't protect that guy, there's no chance for you to win this game or the future games.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And he's got his man along the sideline. He'll come up a little short of the 1st down. And the Boilermakers will call on their punt team. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. Takes it on the return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Right on the money. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. They'll go 4 wide when receivers on either side on 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Trojans send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Looking to throw, it's Adams. Snagged in the middle, it's Pickett.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. The short hands, it's Pickett. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Harris. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Grab near the marker, it's Pickett. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
The Boilermakers have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Dropping back, it's Adams. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats and get the INT. Nice job by this D.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. 4 wideout set, 2-by-2 on 2nd and 5. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Jordan. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Picked off. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
Well, the defense isn't quitting. They're obviously down big here in the 4th quarter with just a little bit of time left. Obviously, it'll take a Herculean effort to come back, but could that interception be the spark that ignites this team?
The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
The Boilermakers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Trying play action. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Adams. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it. First down and more. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. And, Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
Makes the catch. It's Ford.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
They'll run play action. Here's a hit. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Going for it all. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. He'll run for it. Find some fresh air. He steps out of bounds right at the 15-yard line. The Boilermakers will have it 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. Shoots it to the left. Got his man. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And they can't punch it in with a 1st down run, and the defense has one stop. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Going for 6. Touchdown, Purdue! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try. To the air, it's Adams. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder. And I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the W.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.